On the 7th of January, 1943, a maid named Alice Monaghan opened the door of room 3327 in a New York hotel. Inside, an old man died alone. No family, no money, just notebooks and a window full of pigeons. 2 days later, on FBI orders, the government seized everything. He was an American citizen. They took it anyway. He was 86, so broke the hotel, let him stay for free. So what was in those notebooks? His name was Nikola Tesla, born on this day, the 10th of July, 1856. Right now, as you watch this, his invention is running through the wall behind you. This is History Today. Born at midnight during a lightning storm, the midwife called it a bad omen. His mother said, "No, he'll be a child of light." By 28, he stood on a New York dock, with 4 cents in his pocket and a letter addressed to Thomas Edison, the most powerful inventor alive. It said, roughly, "I know 2 great men. You are one of them. This young man is the other." Edison hired him on the spot. And that's where it went wrong, because Tesla had already seen something Edison hadn't. And Edison was about to spend the next 10 years trying to bury it. Edison's direct current worked, but died after about a mile. Tesla's alternating current reversed direction 60 times a second and could push power across hundreds of miles of wire. One system could light a whole country. Edison's empire was obsolete. So he fought back, not with science. He called Tesla's current lethal and lobbied to build the first electric chair using it, so Tesla's system and execution would share a sentence. It didn't work. In 1893, the Chicago World's Fair lit up. Edison refused to sell them a bulb, so they built their own, more than 100,000, all running on Tesla's system. 27 million people came to see it. Alternating current is the electricity in your walls right now. He'd won. So how does a man who wins that badly end up dead and penniless? Because he didn't stop. Tesla wanted to send electricity through the air, free power to anyone on Earth. He convinced J.P. Morgan, the richest banker in America, to fund a tower on Long Island to prove it. Morgan thought he was buying a radio station. Then he found out what Tesla was actually building. His objection came down to one question. If power is free and pulled from the air, where do you put the meter? The funding stopped, torn down for scrap. And Tesla, who had signed away his royalties on alternating current years earlier in a handshake to save a friend's company, had nothing left. He would have been the richest man in the world. Instead, he moved into a hotel on credit and spent his last years feeding pigeons in Bryant Park. He never married, which brings us back to that room. It's 1943, wartime, and the government has heard a rumor. This old man had been building a weapon, a beam that could stop an aircraft from 100 miles away. So when he died, they seized everything. They handed it to an MIT engineer who worked through it in 2 days. His verdict: the last 15 years of Tesla's thinking were speculative, philosophical, promotional, nothing anyone could build. His name, by the way, was John G. Trump, Donald Trump's uncle. 5 months after Tesla was buried, the Supreme Court ruled on the patent behind the invention of radio. Marconi had built an empire on it, a Nobel Prize on it. 112 American patents, over 300 worldwide, your washing machine motor, your outlet, your remote, your wireless charger. Every one started in the head of a man who died owing money for the room he died in. So tonight, when you turn off the light, that's his. I'm History Today.